It's time again for another installment of The Basics, and on today's show, I'm getting back into the Star Trek card game, and I want to talk about house rules. Now, anyone that's played the game is familiar with the official rules that have come out and been supplemented over the years, as well as a couple additional rules you have to learn in tournaments. But we all play by easier rules when we're playing with our friends or family, and that's called house rules. It's what you play at home that might make the game move a little quicker and add a little bit more fun to the game. So I'm going to show you a few of the house rules that you may or may not be aware of that you can use yourself and that help the game greatly. So a few years after the Star Trek card game came out, I found myself in a group of friends that all played, and once we got going, we tailored some house rules to the game to speed it up and make it more streamlined and a lot more fun. And one of the first things we did was both players putting down their missions simultaneously for the space line. So instead of taking our turn putting a mission down, I would put down my 6 at the same time my opponent would put down his 6, spaced out for room, of course. This shaved a few minutes off the space line phase. As well as doing that, to continue the seed phase, we each divided our dilemmas into piles of 3 and 4, and again put them under the missions simultaneously. This cut the time down for the seed phase dramatically. Instead of spending almost 20 minutes doing a seed phase, we were done in about 5. And that greatly improved the fun of the game because we were getting closer and closer to the play phase. The last thing we did in the seed phase, which was almost as quick, was getting out the Q's tent side deck. Now, in normal rules, you have to seed the Q's flash at certain locations, yada yada yada, and then the Q's tech side deck would come out. The way we did it was, as soon as we put the dilemmas down, we'd move the Q's tent side deck out of our main deck and put it right here. So that was already ready to go. When the play phase started, and you're probably going to get a little confused by this, we would draw 6 cards instead of 7. Now you're probably wondering why, considering that 7 cards would give you a great starting point. But this coincides with using a lot of cards like Red Alert and other cards that would get things out faster, as well as banned cards, which I'm going to get into. So 6 cards actually made a lot of sense in house rules. We did experiment with 8 cards to make it move even quicker, but found that was a bit of a pain in the ass. So the happy medium for house rules was 6 cards. And that leads me into the final house rule, and that was allowing any kind of banned card that was on any ban list at the time. Because when you're playing with your friends or family, you don't need a ban list. You want to have fun regardless. You're going to have laughs. Sure, someone's going to get frustrated, but it's all in the name of having a great time while playing a CCG. So nothing was off limits. You could have the Toxutot, Supernova, Palertoff, Red Alert, whatever you wanted in your deck, and have fun. Of course, when you rebuilt your deck for a tournament, that would have to change. But for house rules, pretty much anything goes. And the sky is the limit when it comes to CCGs. You can come up with house rules like this to make them a bit more fun and a bit quicker, and why not? Now, even though most tournaments and comic store games that you'll come across play by the official rule set, you will see the odd game or the odd tournament at a card shop or a comic store where they'll let you use limited house rules, mainly confined to the seed phase. You won't see it go into the play phase because someone's going to bitch and whine about banned cards or not drawing the right amount of cards. So that's as far as they'll go on a rare occasion. Otherwise, it's official tournament rules. That's all for today. Have a great day.